What's up, everybody? This your boy K.Milli the guy, and you're watching the Milli Show. Today, I want to dedicate this show to Kelly Price and our situation. So, as you all know, Kelly Price was reported missing almost a week ago, and I want to talk about it in depth. I did talk about it on episode 1 of the show, our debut episode, but I want to go into depth about this whole situation right here. This is a special show right here. Um, because what I don't like is people are talking on the situation but not doing their research as far as media outlets go. And I feel like if you're going to talk on a situation, do all your research, fact check, make sure that you know what you're talking about before you talk about it. Because I was watching Fox Soul. This is a response to that show, by the way. And Funky Dandinga, one of the people that is on that panel, had a lot to say about the situation when dealing with Kelly Price and was basically placing blame on Kelly Price about her missing and stuff. And I feel like if you're going to talk about the situation, know the facts, know what actually happened, and then place your judgment after you hear all sides to the story. So here goes that segment.
Rap artist The Brat called out Nikki Gilbert for plugging her show in a post that she made about the status of Kelly Price, who was reported missing last week. Although Kelly Price has broken her silence and revealed COVID-19 almost took her life, The Brat didn't find it cool for Nikki to speak on Kelly's health or her whereabouts while promoting her new show. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, listen, it's been a bad time for R. Kelly. It's been a bad time for Kelly Price. Somebody need to go check on Kelly Clarkson, okay? Because it's just a bad time to be named Kelly. Kelly, take this phone. All Kelly had to do was answer that damn phone, okay? And I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of people in the comments who've been saying, she don't owe nobody nothing, and people going through stuff and this, that, and the third. And I just want to make this one point, and I'm glad we brought up this story. You are absolutely right. Kelly Price do not owe anybody a damn thing. But let me tell you something, Black people. Y'all cannot have it both ways, right? We got the Gabby Petito story, and everybody's complaining about we get no media resources placed on missing Black, Latino, and indigenous women, right? Then you've got Kelly Price, who got all the media coverage, okay? When people sitting here calling your damn phone, you sitting here looking at the damn phone, you getting the blog posts, you getting the text messages from friends and family members saying, just give us a smoke signal to say you okay. You're getting the blog posts. And, you know, Nikki Gilbert had went on national news already and spoke on your behalf, spoke and said you were missing before you said something. Your sister did a press conference before you said something. You got on the Georgia missing persons list before you said something, which means the police must have came out to the house or something and your ass ain't answered the door. You see what I'm saying? It's like all of these things happen before you said something. I am sorry. When you are a public person and a celebrity, you do not get the luxuries and the privileges of private citizens. Kelly should have sent a smoke signal, an Instagram post and said, I'm okay. And none of this would happen. Now, as
So I feel like if we're gonna talk about a situation, and if we're gonna talk about sending a smoke signal, Kelly did, and here's proof that she actually did send a smoke signal about the whole situation. So if we're gonna talk about the whole Kelly Price sending a smoke signal, we're gonna talk about it in depth. We're not gonna act like none of this has happened. And let's be real about it. Kelly Price reached out to her attorney, and the attorney went to media sources per Kelly's request to let everybody know that she was doing okay. TMZ was one of those sources. TMZ is reporting that Kelly's attorney reached out and has confirmed that the singer is not missing. Hint that the singer is not missing and is battling COVID 19 at an undisclosed area after news broke that she went missing in Georgia. So, if you're going to talk about it, let's talk about the whole situation. Don't have ass say some shit and don't have all the facts. Don't do that because she did say something. She did reach out, and the people that she was close to, she reached out to the Brat. She reached out to Nikki Gilbert after Nikki was trying to find her, and that's the whole situation I'm going to talk about on Friday with the Brat and Nikki Gilbert. But today is about Kelly. I don't like when media trying to switch some shit and say what they think is going to make people watch. No, but let's be real about it. She reached out. And I'm not saying that I disagree with what he was saying full-heartedly. I do agree. Black people should get more media coverage when they do go missing. I'm not saying that. And yes, Kelly did get a lot of media coverage because she is a celebrity. So you can't get mad at her because of her status in the industry. I'm just saying. Like, let's be honest about it. But we're gonna watch this some more and see what else he got to fucking say.
As it relates to Nikki Gilbert plugging her show, I mean, have whatever opinion you want to have about it. I honestly don't think the Brat made things better by bringing it up. I mean, I love the Brat. Me and her communicate from time to time, but who made you the morality police, and who are you to check anybody on the way they act on their social media as it relates to Kelly? That's all I got.
And and all the Brat was trying to say is, yo, if we're gonna talk about the whole Kelly situation, and if Kelly gave you permission to talk about the situation, cool. Leave it at my friend is okay. She was doing fine. She'll talk to you when she can. Period. Don't try to promote your show knowing that if this is your real friend and you need help finding her, or you want to let people know that she's okay, don't try to use her name for clout. And the Brat felt like Nikki used her name for clout, pretty much. And so the Brat was defending her friend. That's that's the end of the story. You can't get mad at that shit. So like, pipe the fuck down just a little bit. Just a little bit.
On that.
Okay, Al, what you think?
What do you say to follow that up? Like, I really am still disconnected as to why the Brat was so upset. Like, she was really, really, really upset. So I'm still trying to figure that whole process out, because I would think the Brat, the way she made it seem, as I interpreted what she was saying, was that she was in contact with Kelly Price. So my question to the Brat and to all of those that were in contact with Kelly Price, when she showed up on that missing persons list for the state of Georgia, which is an extremely huge deal, you guys had a responsibility to reach out to that missing list committee or head up or whoever heads that and say, listen, she's not missing. Please take that down, because there are too many other.
Okay. So not only did you just say that the Brat wasn't feeling any kind of way, the Brat was defending her friend. the brat was respecting Kelly's privacy. And when Kelly called her, it wasn't for her to go and reach out to somebody to say that Kelly was okay. If Kelly did not tell them that, oh, it's okay to go and tell them I'm okay, then it wasn't the brat's place to say that. So you cannot place blame on the brat for not speaking out. End of discussion.
People that are missing, Black females that are missing, that deserve to be on that list. So I think there's a social responsibility for those who knew that she didn't belong on that list to have her taken off of that list. That's what I'm feeling. Other than that, I agree with what Q said.
Even on this show, if someone's missing, there's an explanation. There's like a, hey, Claudia's not feeling well, or Al's got something. You know what I mean? Like that's what we do. And I think, yes, you don't owe people to tell them your every move and release medical records. But you can, if you've seen all these people concerned about you and really legitimately worried, don't just let it marinate for the attention. And I'm not saying she is, but it did look like that. Like, just give a heads up and end it. How do you sit there and watch all that and be okay with that? Kelly, I like you, but damn, you had us. I was sending you DMs too. Like, I'm like, where are you? And everyone was doing that. We were all checking for you like that. So don't do it again.
I don't like, everybody knew that she had COVID-19. You think that the first thing that she wants to do is like call the whole fucking world and tell them, yo, I'm not missing. I'm okay. Like, no, she's trying to recover. She's trying to get back to health. Like, you want her to automatically just say things like, bro, come on. Like, she's fighting for her whole life. But you think that you're more important than her getting her health back on track? Like, make that make sense. Like, are you dumb or are you stupid? Type shit. The next video that I want to pull up is Kelly talking about her experience with COVID-19, and she's talking about her relationship with her sister and how they has been estranged for a long amount of time, and that everything you see in the media is not true on what's going on, because she did, for one, reach out via attorney. So a lot of people didn't get off Kelly's back about the whole situation, because I feel like it's unfair for people to say that she is owed something. I mean, that she owed y'all something. But here goes the clip of Kelly Price talking
At
about
some point, they lost me. I woke up some days later, a couple of days later, and the first thing I remember is the team of doctors standing around me and asking me if I knew what year it was.
Wait, when you say they lost you, can you clarify what that means?
Yeah, I died. I died. And the next thing, it was some days later. I remember waking up in ICU and the doctor asking me if I remembered what year it was. I'm sorry, not what day, if I knew what year it was. Going into the hospital, I'd actually had COVID for over a week, but my conditions were progressing in the wrong direction from home. And we're jumping all the way in. So I had it. My husband did not have it. He was taking care of me at home, speaking with my primary care physician, giving me breathing treatments, giving me my medicine every 4 hours. He was in constant communication with her. And eventually he ended up testing positive within a week after I got it and just prior to me going into the hospital. She could see, she was seeing me every day on FaceTime and walking him through administering meds. And when it got to a point, my temperature had raised right to about 103 and my breathing was extremely shallow. And so he called the ambulance. And so I had to go to the hospital. So I was discharged. The hospital needed beds. I was able to go home and go home with oxygen, and go home with oxygen and have home health aides come check on me throughout the week, which is what happened for a period of 4 weeks after being released from the hospital. So people were definitely seeing me. The people that could actually say something are not allowed to because of HIPAA law. But I was being seen several times a week by home health aides after being released on oxygen. And I actually just got my first clean COVID test, probably exactly a week ago. So I have what is called long COVID. And I am facing a very uphill battle right now. So I'm gonna cry. I have a lot of rehabbing to do. I suffered a lot of internal damage. And so I have a lot of rehabbing to do before I am able to be what I like to call concert ready again. And following the year I've had losing so many people, I had just lost my grandmother before I was diagnosed. And I feel like the only way I can focus on me is to actually focus on me. There were people, I don't know how, fans or whoever they were, coming to my house, people ringing the bell, leaving things at my doorstep, disturbing my neighbors all times of the day and night. I've had that happen. It got to the point, and this wasn't months ago, I literally just left my house maybe a week ago because I couldn't rest there. My doorbell was being rung all hours of the day and night. I turned off everything. I wasn't on social media. It hasn't been 2 months since I've seen my sister. It's been a year. I haven't been in the same room with her since my mother's funeral. Prior to that, we hadn't seen each other all pandemic long. That's not new for us. It's not new for us. We've been strained for a very long time. I was never missing. I was in my home. I was being seen by doctors. First and foremost, with 2 people in the house with COVID, we both had COVID. There was no visiting. There was no visiting the house. We both had active COVID cases. Everyone in my family knew exactly where I was. And I have to say that it's really disappointing that things came to this, but it was not true. And even when it comes to my daughter, I feel like she was easily manipulated. People are saying she's a kid. She's not a kid. She's 27 years old. She's my youngest. But in that situation, she was easily manipulated. And to go along with that, she's my baby. I have never been in danger. I am not in danger right now. I am focusing on putting myself first.
Work in progress because she actually has to have an in-person interview with a police agency for them to personally look at her and accept that she's okay. So we've made arrangements to do that, and that'll take place in the next few days. Once that happens, then she'll come off of the National Registry. Well, I want Kelly to focus on getting through.
So as you've seen in that video, Kelly talks about her having COVID, her husband having COVID, not allowing anybody to come to her house to visit her or see her and her husband. She also went on to say that people were knocking on her door, harassing her pretty much while she was trying to recover from COVID-19, and that she was uneasy and unrestless because of that, so she left her home. So when her sister decided that, I want to call the cops, when they got to the house, she wasn't there because she relocated herself, which makes sense. So when the attorney reached out to TMZ and told them that she's okay and she's residing at an undisclosed location, Kelly requested for that location not to be disclosed because people would have went to that location and started harassing her about her missing and shit. As far as her sister's situation is that it hasn't been 2 months since Kelly seen her sister. It's been a year. The last time she seen her sister was at her mother's funeral. So for her sister to reach out now to all these media networks and stuff like this was kind of strange to Kelly because she did not know where her sister Modus was until her sister started to promote her products. Because her sister has a new single coming out. And so, like, if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Now that Funky Donnie want to say some stuff about her family and that Kelly should reach out to her family, let's talk about it. Why would I reach out to somebody that I haven't seen or talked to within a year? What do I owe them? My friends that I talk to on a regular day basis know that I'm okay. My sprouts know that I'm okay. My kids knew that I was okay. But as she said, my daughter was easily manipulated because the last time that my daughter had seen me, I was in the hospital. I got discharged and didn't say nothing to nobody because I was still recovering from COVID-19. She still had COVID-19 after she got discharged from the hospital. So she wasn't allowed to see anybody, including her child. So when she spoke to her aunt, yo, call, yo, hon, Kelly, your mother's missing, da 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 da. The child started to freak out. Bro, Kelly is recovering from COVID 19. The last thing that Kelly is going to put in the forefront is to tell people, yo, I'm all right. Even after she has stated that, oh, I'm okay. So her attorney, like she told her attorney, I'm feeling okay. I'm at this this I'm at a disclosed location. I'm fine. I'm just trying to heal from COVID-19. Release a statement, but don't give out my location. That wasn't enough for the family. Oh, the attorney's lying. We don't know what's true, what's false. Oh, da 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 da. It's like, what does the attorney has to gain for lying about Kelly missing? If he works for Kelly and he's getting paid by Kelly, why would he lie? Why would she or he lie about the whole situation? Like, if the attorney don't work for Kelly's husband, and this attorney been working with Kelly for years now, what does that attorney have to gain from lying and saying Kelly's okay? It doesn't make sense to me at all. Um, I don't like how they try to paint Kelly's husband out to be this serial killer type motherfucker. Oh, he probably killed Kelly, or he got something to do with it. Why when he reached out to her family, da 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 da. Yo, maybe he feel like it wasn't his place to get between Kelly and her family drama. Maybe his wife told him not to get in the middle of family drama with her and her sister. So he respects his wife's wishes. They don't do that. But hold on. It's like I'm trying to understand what people are thinking. My mic was off. My bad. It's like at this point, y'all want Kelly to be missing because there's people unhurt in the comment section under this video saying that, yo, this is not really Kelly. This is a hologram, da 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 da. But as you seen when she had tears falling down her eyes talking about her grandmother, losing her grandmother, and she had emotions in her face. Like, are y'all dumb or are y'all stupid? Because it's like she reached out multiple times. She reached out to her attorney to let them know that she's okay. She reached out to her friends, told her friends, yo, it's okay. You tell them that I'm all right. She get the permission. But she also said, yo, keep it at a minimum. I told them I'm okay. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But y'all keep trying to play the scenario like she hasn't reached out. She's such a bad person. When the actual fact is, she did multiple times. So you gotta really need to jump off the dick and calm down. And that concludes the show.